Hey everyone, today you're gonna get a little bit of a different video. I haven't been doing videos on my channel, and we've talked about kind of combining what I do on my channel over here on Schmovies. And so today we're gonna be talking about getting to the heart of our children.
So like when they're like repeated misbehavior over and over and over again, how do you handle that? Share with you guys what we do and how we approach it here together. I know a lot of you guys watch our videos and you think that maybe we're the perfect family. It's not true. We just don't share a lot of the kids when they're like really acting out and misbehaving.
Or when we are.
Or when you and I are, yeah, like we get to edit our lives. And, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. And so we know that anything we publish of our kids actually doing things has the potential to follow them online for the rest of their lives. So be careful about like actually showing things like that, but it does happen, and I do think it's important that we talk about it after the fact. And so our kids misbehave a lot, repeatedly.
There's usually a pattern to it, and it usually takes me a long time to catch on to it. It's usually like a week or two of the same pattern of just one kid specifically for a certain amount of time just is really struggling. And for me, my initial thought is like, man, what's your issue? And finally, like after a little while,
like it's to like do more discipline more,
yeah,
harder, more quickly, harshly, whatever, maybe.
Yeah, and I was feeling really convicted one time, just had some alone time, and felt like God was saying, you know, you keep on doing the same thing, and so your child keeps on doing the same thing, and so then you do the same thing, and you're not getting anywhere. You need to do something different. You need to flip what you're doing. And that's where I started setting aside alone time to have with each kid, with that of noticing like, oh, like I can't just continue to be harder and give more discipline whenever they're disobeying. Like I actually need to get to the heart of why they're disobeying.
So you set aside one day, like each kid gets a day of the week, basically. And it's like not a lot of times, like 15 minutes. You sit down,
15,
do a craft,
20 minutes,
color
but it's just like they know that this is their time with just me and them. Other kids usually want to stand around and watch what we're doing, and I usually tell them like, no, you'll have your time like, a different day.
I want my alone time with mommy.
Yeah, they love it.
I say that too.
And it's really easy to skip the alone time, and so there are some days where I do like 3 kids in one day and catch up on having alone time with them. But that's okay, because they need it. They need the time, and usually whenever there's a repeated discipline, it's because there's something going on in their heart, and honestly, it's usually something that I've done, or my behavior has caused them to be upset, or I'm just neglecting the time that they need with me, and just too busy cleaning or doing whatever. Especially with our 2-year-old, I feel like what he is feeling is sometimes the only attention that he gets is if he misbehaves. Because when he misbehaves or when he screams, which we do not like at all, he gets immediate attention. And so he knows that that works. And when he gets that immediate attention because of something he did that he's not supposed to do, like it doesn't matter. He still got the attention that he needed or he wanted, even if it is negative, he still got my attention. And so instead of trying to discipline in that area, it's okay, let's be proactive. Let's spend time together first. And then he feels like he has that love and he has that attention instead of having to do whatever he can to try to get it. They need a place to be able to talk and to feel safe and just be able to tell you. And you want to keep that communication open, because our oldest is 7 right now. When they become teenagers, if we shut down communication right now, there's no way that we're going to have communication whenever they're teenagers. And so I want to set an open, I don't know, dialogue now that they feel comfortable, like, okay, I can go to mom and dad and I can talk to them when something's bothering me, even if it's something that they did that's bothering me.
There's a passage that comes to mind for me is in the Bible in Proverbs 23:26. And it says, "My son, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways." And the whole chapter is really good. It's about a father giving wisdom and advice to his son. But the way that the father wants to capture his son's heart is by observing his ways, which is like, we gotta spend time together. Like, I've gotta let you see my weaknesses, my issues, my struggles, the things I'm good at, you know, the lessons I can pass on to you. You gotta learn from my mistakes. Like, that's how you capture your child's heart, is that. So even when things look like they're kind of rough and aren't going that well, and misbehavior seems to be a little overwhelming, like taking a step back and just, like we said, just be like, you know what, let's spend time together. And so I felt at first like, hey, you can't reward misbehavior with a trip out to ice cream, or I've done this with Zeke, take him to the Lego store, you know, like what is that about? But we know it actually has the opposite effect. Like, oh, like my dad loves me.
Well, and you don't do it like right when like they throw a tantrum and they scream at you. You're not like, all right, let's go have ice cream because you did that. And so you wait. I mean, you don't do it immediately, but you're like, okay. Like it's usually like after dinner or something, or some time has passed and you just notice like, we've had a rough time and just need to change the path on that. So
love to hear what you guys think about this. I know we have, our oldest is 7, and some of you guys have been parents for way longer than 7 years. So we really love to hear from you guys in the comments below and give us your advice. And we're looking forward to learning from you guys down there. Subscribe, because our family, we're just trying to become a family team, working together, serving together, and how do we work
go
together
on a road
better?
Trip, all 8 of us.
How to work together better as a unit than as opposed to like isolated individuals who just happen to be cohabiting in the same space. So looking forward to exploring that with you guys. Subscribe, because we are going on a road trip.
And
my sister's
hopefully
wedding.
not be crazy.
And we'll take you guys along with that for weekday vlogging. So Monday through Friday is what we're up to right now. So hang out with us. We'll see you guys then. Bye.